Hello everyone, I am Dr. P. Timothy, Associate Professor of Department of Mechanical Engineering. Now, I want to discuss about the stability of a four-wheeler whenever it is moving on a road and it is taking a left turn. For example, I have taken a four-wheeler, for example, it is a car. Now the car is moving on the road. When it is moving on the road, we have to balance in three ways. Whenever a car is moving and it is taking a turn, it may be left turn or it may be right turn, we have to balance it in 3 points. First one, we have to do the weight balance. Next, we have to see, second one, the effect of gyroscopic couple. And the third one, the effect of centrifugal couple. These three things how to decide and how to balance the four-wheeler that I am going to discuss now. For example, see the diagram. This is the four-wheeler. This is the four-wheeler. This four-wheeler is taking the left turn like this. Whenever it is taking the left turn, these two wheels we have to call as inner wheels and these two are the outer wheels. Whenever it is taking a left turn, these two are inner wheels and these two are outer wheels. If it is taking right turn, these two are inner wheels and these two are outer wheels. Like this we have to consider. Now, in our example, the four-wheeler is moving in this direction and this is taking left turn. Now these two wheels A and C, these two wheels are inner wheels and these two wheels B and D are the outer wheels. Now, how to balance these four-wheeler? Finally, what is the total reaction which was occurred at each inner wheel and at each outer wheel I have to determine. So for that, first let me say weight balance. For example, assume that this is the four-wheeler. It is moving like this and it is taking left turn like this. Whenever it is moving like this, from earth to at a point, which is at a distance small h, there will be center of gravity of this four-wheeler. It means at that center of gravity means it is a point at which the entire weight of the body is assumed to be concentrated. At the center of gravity, total weight is acting downward. So first we have to balance that weight. That total weight should be equally distributed over the four wheels. I told you already, this is the four-wheeler. Here we have inner wheels and here we have outer wheels. Now I have to balance the total weight. This total weight must be distributed equally among all the four wheels of the four-wheeler. Now the reaction will be upward. Here at each inner wheel will be like this, upward, and at each outer wheel also like this. An amount of W by 4. Total load or total weight of the four-wheeler is W is acting downwards, and the reaction on each wheel, that is W by 4, W by 4, W by 4 and W by 4. These will act up in the upward direction. That I have shown in the diagram. You see, this is the four-wheeler diagram. Now this is W by 4 upward at all inner wheels and outer wheels. W by 4, W by 4, W by 4 and W by 4. Now the weight was balanced. And the second point, that is we have to see the effect of gyroscopic coupling. First let me say the formula of the gyroscopic couple. You see here, whenever this four-wheeler is moving in this direction, It has a general equation, gyroscopic couple C is equal to I omega omega P. Here, if I observe this omega P, that is V by R. Omega P means four-wheeler is like this. This is taking a left turn. It means it has a linear velocity omega, and this is the plane of precision. So for that omega P, angular velocity of precision omega P is equal to that linear velocity by this radius of curvature V by R. And gyroscopic couple C wheel and C engine separately we have to take it for the four-wheeler. Because whenever a four-wheeler is moving in this direction, the wheels are rotating and engine, the rotating parts of the engine also rotating. So that is why what we are considering. First, gyroscopic couple magnitude I am telling. CW means gyroscopic couple of wheel is equal to 4I omega wheel and omega P. 4 means I have to multiply with 4 means it has 4 wheels, that's why I am multiplying. And for engine, C engine is equal to I of engine, omega of engine and omega P. These two are the formulas. And next, now the net couple C net is equal to C wheel plus or minus C engine. Plus or minus means positive sign I will consider whenever the rotating parts of the engine and the wheels are rotating in the same direction. And a negative sign is taken here. Negative sign is taken here whenever the rotating parts of the engine and the rotating part, the wheels rotation is in the opposite direction. So from this I am going to calculate what is the C net. C net is equal to C wheel plus or minus C engine. And another point I want to discuss here. For example, after finding out C net, if I get positive, okay, and if I get negative, there is a chance of getting negative, then what I have to do? So that I will discuss. These 2 points I will discuss. You see, whenever I get a positive, C net value positive, here P into X is equal to C net for 2 wheels. This point I will explain. This is P into X is equal to C net. Here P is the force acting here at each outer wheel and inner wheel. X is the distance between these 2 wheels, this one. Now, what is going on here? This is the four-wheeler. This is the four-wheeler. It is moving in this direction and it is taking a left turn. Whenever it is moving in this direction, the wheels are rotating like this, forward motion. When the wheels are rotating in this direction, if I want to draw the angular momentum vector by using right hand screw rule, I have to put like this. Wheels direction, anti-clockwise direction, I have to put like this. Now first vector OX will be towards myself. This is the OX. So I drawn here, you see, this is OX. And from here it is taking left turn. Left turn means like this. And XX dash is the active gyroscopic couple. X dash to X, that is the reactive gyroscopic couple. First, let me discuss how the active and reactive gyroscopic couple direction. Four-wheeler is rotating in this direction. Wheels are moving like this. It means this is the plane of spinning and this is the axis of spin. And the four-wheeler is taking a left turn. Left turn means this is the plane of precision. This is the axis of precision. Now automatically this board, it is the reactive gyroscopic couple plane, and the vector A and vector R will be perpendicular to this board. From this diagram I have to consider capital R. So capital R is like this. I have to put like this. Here you see this is A and this is R. These two directions I have to put like this. Now A is away from the board, R is towards the board. R is towards the board means this is the four-wheeler, R direction is towards the board. Now again I have to use my right hand, the thumb direction will be like this and my four fingers are moving like this. It means the four-wheeler is trying to tilt in this direction. It means like this. This is the effect of reactive gyroscopic couple. So from this I am concluding that whenever a four-wheeler is moving forward and it is taking a left turn, because of the reactive gyroscopic couple, it is going to turn in this direction. That is C net we find out already. C net value, that is C net is equal to CW plus or minus CE. And C net, the couple, gyroscopic couple will be like this. So to balance that, what I have to do, I have to apply a reactive force P and apply a reactive force P in this direction. Whenever it is rotating because of this gyroscopic couple, I have to apply a force P like this. At the outer wheels in the upward direction, at the inner wheels in the downward direction, and this length will be equal to x. Then this couple will be equal to P into x. P into, whenever I am applying a force like this is the force P, which is equal in magnitude, opposite in direction, separated by a distance x. That is, we call it as a P into x. That should be equal to C net. P into x is equal to C net. That I have shown here. P into x is equal to C net. This is for two wheels, and if it is for each wheel, that is P by 2, that is equal to C net by 2x. This is for each wheel, P by 2. So what is the direction of P by 2? When the direction of P by 2, because of gyroscopic couple, the four-wheeler is trying to rotate in this direction. Now I have to apply the reaction force P in the upward direction at each outer wheel and in the downward direction at each inner wheel. The direction of P will be upward at each outer wheel and downward at each inner wheel. That I shown here, you see clearly. At each outer wheel, P by 2 upward, P by 2 upward. At each inner wheel, P by 2 downward, P by 2 downward. And the magnitude of P by 2, that is C net by 2x. And another point I have to discuss here, that is, if I get C net is negative. How to get C net is negative means, the formula is telling that, you see, if negative sign is taken for C net, means it is C net is equal to CW minus CE formula, whenever I am taking negative sign. In this, if CE is greater than CW, if CE is greater than CW, then C net will be negative. Whenever C net is negative, I have to reverse the direction of P. If C net is positive, now I discussed the direction of P, that is P is upward at the outer wheels and downward at the inner wheels. If I get C net is negative because of these values, I have to reverse the direction of P. That is the effect of reactive gyroscopic couple on a four-wheeler. And a third one, there is a centrifugal force is acting because of this rotation. For that I have to balance the effect of centrifugal couple also here. That also we discuss how it is. For example, you see, this is the four-wheeler. It is moving forward and it is taking a left turn, and at some height h from the ground, at a point that is the point center of gravity, always there will be a centrifugal force which is acting away from the center. For example, this is moving in this direction. It means the center will be like this. Now from this Z, centrifugal force will act away from the center. It means like this. Whenever centrifugal force is acting like this, then automatically another force will be act with the same magnitude and opposite in direction separated by a distance h, that will form a couple. That couple we call it as a overturning couple. The overturning couple will be like this. This is the overturning couple. This is the overturning couple. Centrifugal force will act like this. Now this is the distance h. The overturning couple will be like this. It means this is the four-wheeler. Because of this overturning couple, there is a possibility of overturning of the four-wheeler in this direction. So to balance that, what I have to do, I have to again apply a reaction that is equal to Q, and I have to form another couple like this, another couple. So this is the force Q. This force Q is acting upward at the outer wheel, and this is acting downward at the inner wheel. So for that, the direction, if we see that here, you can see this. This is the overturning couple. C0 is equal to Fc into H. This is because of the centrifugal force, we will get it. To balance that, we are using another reaction force Q at each outer wheel, and that forms a couple that magnitude, that is Q into X, is equal to C0. These two will be balanced. And Q is equal to C0 by X. This is for two wheels, and for each wheel Q by 2 is equal to C0 by 2x. And the direction also, because of the overturning couple, the four-wheeler is trying to turn in this direction. Now my Q direction will be upward at two outer wheels and downward at two inner wheels. So that I shown here in the diagram. See this diagram. Q by 2 at each wheel, and this Q by 2 will be upward at each outer wheel, and Q by 2 will be downward at each inner wheel. So from this I have balanced all the things, and finally the total reaction at each outer wheel, that is equal to here all are upward direction, that is W by 4 plus P by 2 plus Q by 2, and the total reaction at each inner wheel, if I see, that is P is equal to W by 4 upward direction minus P by 2 downward direction minus Q by 2 downward direction. So like this I can balance, or I can say the stability of a four-wheeler whenever it is taking a left turn. Finally, I am going to conclude some points here. A four-wheeler is moving on a road and it is taking left turn. I have to balance the weight. The total weight should be equally distributed over the four wheels. It means the road reaction on each wheel will be W by 4, that will act upward in all wheels. Like this, W by 4, W by 4, W by 4 and W by 4. Total four wheels, upward direction. And next, in case of a balancing gyroscopic couple, we have to draw the angular momentum vector. Based on the angular momentum vector, four-wheeler is moving in this direction. Forwarding motion means anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction means will be like this. First vector will be like this, as shown in the figure I have drawn already, OX. And this is the left turn. This is the left turn. XX dash active, X dash to X reactive. Now I have to take R direction. These active and reactive directions will be perpendicular to the board. It means here reactive will be towards the blackboard. It means right hand screw will be like this. Because from this I can conclude that because of the effect of active gyroscopic couple, the four-wheeler is going to turn in this direction. Now the reaction I am going to apply to balance this gyroscopic couple. Because of that reaction, the reaction force will be P by 2 at each wheel. That P by 2 will be upward at two outer wheels and downward at the two inner wheels. And the third point, I have to balance the centrifugal couple. So when the four-wheeler is moving in this direction, at the point center of gravity, there will be centrifugal force is acting away from the center like this. Because of that, overturning couple will be formed like this. Due to that overturning couple, this total four-wheel will be going to turn in this direction. Now I have to balance it with the help of the reaction Q. That will be Q by 2 at each wheel. That Q by 2, because of this the centrifugal couple, it is tilting in this direction. The Q by 2 will be upward at each outer wheel, and Q by 2 will be downward at each inner wheel. That is the final conclusion. From that I can write what is the total reaction at each outer wheel and what is the total reaction at each inner wheel. This is about the stability of a four-wheeler whenever it is moving in a curved path. Thank you very much. If you like it, you please watch once and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.